Hey guys, Kuiper66 Pojo here. The ban list for OCG September 2011 has been confirmed by Shriek. I know probably everybody's putting a video out there, but I guess I will too, just in case people haven't seen it on other people's channels. The no longer restricted cards, meaning the cards that we can now play at 3. Judgment Dragon is back at 3. I guess because they decided light sworns weren't fast enough anyway, so who cared, right? Wrong. I'm pretty scared about that one. I can almost see people just throwing down 3 JDs for game. This is not going to be fun. Yeah, good luck to all of us for that one. Spirit Reaper's up to 3. That's kind of cool. Stall for the win, I guess. I'm not like too against that, but I'm not really too for it, just because if they can get them to keep attacking directly, if they can get multiple on the field, you'll never have a hand, and I don't know, but I think that's okay. I don't think it's too bad. Spells Overload Fusion's back at 3. I don't really care. I never saw it played at all this past format when it went up to 2, so sure. Mystical Space Typhoon's at 3. I'm happy about that. I like back row destruction, so it's a 1-for-1. I'll run 3, sure. Megamorph is at 3. Don't really care. Never really saw it much last format, except the very beginning when people made Demise OTK. But that was only for like the first couple weeks, and then people stopped playing that deck. So I don't know. Maybe they'll play it again. I don't know. Gravity Bind's at 3. I guess this is just Konami trying to say like, hey, like if you guys don't know what Gravity Bind does, it's face up, or it's a continuous trap card while it's on the field. No monsters level 4 or higher can attack, I think, or maybe it's one that switches them to defense, and then they still can't attack because they're in defense. But whatever it is, it's something that has to do with level 4s not either not being able to attack or just always being in defense mode. I don't remember what it is. And you don't have to post about it in the comments. I really don't care what the effect is. But the fact is that it's level 4, meaning that Xyz monsters who are rank 4 or rank whatever are not level, meaning you can play as many Xyz as you want and still not be affected by Gravity Bind because it only works on level monsters. So I guess that's just Konami trying to say, hey, play Xyz monsters, so whatever. Icarus attack is at 3. Oh no, Blackwings. This isn't good. I don't want Icarus attack at 3. That's not good. It was fine at 2. Why couldn't they just maybe pretend the card never existed and banned it? I hate Icarus attack. I hope it dies, and now it's not going to. Now it's just going to kill me all over the place all the time. Wonderful. Okay, the semi-restricted cards, meaning cards that we can play at 2. Okay, this is the changes. Summoner Monk is at 2. Sure, he's an instant level 4 or rank 4 Xyz. He can make synchros. That's kind of cool. Tragodia is at 2. I don't see that being beneficial at all. I see that being a terrible idea by Konami. Necrogarden is at 2. Again, more Lightsworn boost, I guess. Necrogarden, sure. Negates 1 attack by removing itself from play. I guess that's okay. Duloran, King of the Ice, Tiger of the Ice Barrier, is at 2. You know, he keeps going all over the place on these lists the past few months, or the past couple lists. He's just been all over the place. And honestly, they just need to pick somewhere to put him and keep him there, because I never play against any kind of OTK or FTK with him involved. So, I mean, I've seen a couple ideas out there, but they're ridiculous and they would never work. So, you know. The one that a lot of people are really excited about, D-Draw, is back at 2. Destiny Draw. So, people will probably start running that engine with Destiny Hero Malicious. Swords of Revealing Light is at 2. Hooray for stall, I guess. Mind Crush is at 2. That's fine. And then the next one really blows my mind. Yeah, so Call of the Haunted is at 2. And I'm just going to tell you now that no, they did not ban Monster Reborn, which means we're going to be playing in a format with a Monster Reborn and 2 Call of the Haunteds, which means it doesn't really matter if you get rid of someone's monster, because it's just going to be back the next turn anyway, because they have so many ways to get it back. Wonderful. The banned cards, or I'm sorry, the cards at 1. First of all, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. Yeah, he's like Chaos Sorcerer on steroids. If you don't know what he is, he's an old card, and he's banned for a reason. He's got 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense, You get him out the same way you get out Chaos Sorcerer. You have to remove from play a light and a dark from your graveyard to special summon him from your hand. But then he has 2 different effects, but you can only activate one of them a turn. His first effect is he can remove from play any monster on the field, meaning, yeah, face down monsters on the field. He can remove those from play, and then he just can't attack for the rest of the turn, so that's already better than Chaos Sorcerer. And then his next attack is if he attacks one of the opponent's monsters and destroys it at battle and sends it to the graveyard, he can attack once again in a row. So he can attack twice with 3,000 attack if he destroys a monster, or he can just remove from play anything on the field you can possibly imagine. Yeah, that's good for the game. Debris Dragon is at 1. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Hitting plants, that's good. Debris Dragon. Lone Fire Blossom is at 1 also. That's also good with me. I'm fine with that. Kind of hits that plant engine, so probably people are going to start playing the D-Draw engine now, as my guess. Shien is now down to 1. That's a pretty bold move by Konami. I wasn't expecting to see Shien go down to more than 2 at most. I was expecting them to hit like United and Smoke Signal and stuff. They did hit Smoke Signal, by the way. Smoke Signal is also at 1. So that was the hit for the Sams, which is pretty hard hit. That's going to do some big damage. Hyper Librarian's down to 1, thank God. Formula Synchron is down to 1. Good job, Konami. This is good. This is good. Heavy Storm is back. Yay! Heavy Storm. So much better than True Nade and Cold Wave, since we actually have ways to negate it other than Solemn Judgment. Yeah. Pot of Avarice is down to 1. This is also really, really good. That card is getting way too abused in way too many decks. I already said Shien Smoke Signal. The next card goes along with that Black Luster Soldier. It's a spell card called Primal Seed. Basically, if you control Black Luster Soldier or Chaos Emperor Dragon, but he's not legal, so if you control the Black Luster Soldier, you can activate the card. You pick any 2 remove from play monsters, or any of your remove from play monsters, and add them to your hand. So, yeah, you know how you normally would think, oh man, I have to remove from play this stuff in the graveyard? That sucks. Not really. You can just get them right back in your hand. Let's say you had a freaking JD in your graveyard because you used that, or in like maybe a Tragodia, since that's now at 2. That's a dark. Let's say those are in your graveyard. You can remove them from play, add them back to your hand. Now, if they get rid of your guy, you can just throw down a JD and totally nuke everything if you have the Light Sworns engrave, or you can bring out Tragodia when they attack you directly. Wonderful. The banned cards, I like the banned cards, honestly. I think they did a good job. Fishborg Blaster is banned, so there goes like every Fish and Monarch deck out there. It kind of sucks for them, but I'm okay with that. Fishborg Blaster was ridiculous, being able to come out so many times in a turn. It really was just broken. Mind Master is banned, so Psychics are just, they're gone. That was where all their plays came from. I remember at regionals, you know, you'd play against when the new Psychics came out, you know, they'd be like, Mind Master, I'm like, warning, and then they pretty much couldn't do anything else for the rest of the game. It was pretty bad. They really rely on that Mind Master. Now that he's gone, it's just stupid. Giant True Nade is banned, finally. That's good. That card was really hard to negate. You really needed just like a Shien, a Judgment, or a Dark Bribe to get that one. There was really no other way to get around that. Heavy Storm has a lot more answers. Royal Oppression is now also banned as well, which I'm happy about because I personally hated that card with my you know, my heart and my soul and everything, because that thing just is not fun. I hate that. So that's the list, guys. Those are the changes. All in all, I think it's pretty good, but everyone needs to be aware that with Dark Hole and Heavy Storm and all the other destruction effects out there, Icarus Attack being at 3, we're gonna see this being a Starlight Road format. Okay, I mean, stock up on your Starlight Roads right now. Go get them if they're still cheap at your store. Go buy them. Everybody's gonna be playing them, at least like 1 to 2 copies, maybe even 3 in a deck. The card is just gonna be what saves people's butts. So yeah, let's see, any other advice? With Icarus Attack going to 3, Blackwings are gonna see a lot more play. JD going to 3, Light Sworns are probably gonna see play. With Blackluster Soldier, we're gonna see a lot of Chaos / Twilight decks being played, and a lot less of other things. So, you know, Tragodia, Summoner Monk, these are all darks and lights that have been brought up and down. So honestly, maybe get yourself some Chaos Trap Holes, get ready to start siding those, or even possibly, depending on what becomes the big decks of the format, maybe even maining them. If you don't know what that card does, it's a counter trap. You pay 2,000 life points, negate the summon of a light or dark monster, and remove it from play. So you can stop. It's like extra warning, really, except it removes it from play instead of just sending it to the graveyard, which is a pretty big deal. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting format for sure. Definitely, definitely. I think it was mostly just a really good list. I don't think it was that bad of a list. There were some things on here that really shouldn't have happened, but for the most part, it's pretty decent, I think. They did a good job hitting a lot of the big key stuff out there. Now, this is the OCG list, so on our list, when we get it, hopefully Trishula will be on that list, down to 1. And there is a chance, as much as people want to flame, there is a chance that Tengu can be on that list too. They've done it before with cards like Allure of Darkness, and I know that was an emergency ban, so I know, I did my research, it's an emergency ban. It wasn't just like the next ban list. They're like, oh hey, Allure's banned for TCG, but it's not even out in OCG, whatever. But you have to keep in mind, in OCG, they banned Trishula down to 1. But that didn't even happen to our list. We didn't get that on ours. And Trishula was released just a little bit after that ban list. So we had to play with a format of 3 Trishulas. For all we know, they're going to go to us and say, oh, hey, Tengu's down to 2 or 1 for you guys, but we're not going to do anything to it about OCG because they don't have it. And then maybe they'll just troll OCG and give it to them like a week later. And then they have to play in a triple Tengu format like we did. That'll be funny. Sucks for them. But, I mean, that's what I'm hoping for anyway. I'm hoping they hit it on our list. Because they can do that. As much as people want to say they can't, they can. They have the power to do it. So let's just hope for the best. Because otherwise it's going to be in pretty scary format. But I see a lot of Chaos and Twilight stuff coming out. Blackwings, Lightsworns together. It's going to be fun. So yeah, that's it, guys.